Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Andres Perez, aka Kaiju Noir, with the first installment of Kaiju Caballeros live. Here with me are, of course, my two co-hosts. First and foremost, it is the salacious Salvadorian himself. Give it up for David Joshua Hernandez, aka Gorizard.
We really are live, aren't we?
We're doing it live, buddy. We're doing it live. Screw it.
So we're keeping it G-rated, or?
Well, I don't know. For the sake of monetization, algorithm, yada, yada, yada. But, of course, my second and certainly not least of the co-hosts, we have the chillest of Chileans. Give it up for Frankie G, a.k.a. 8 Arms Spidey.
That was disgusting. Don't ever do that again.
Fuck you. I get to do whatever I want. It's my channel.
Hello, welcome back to the Grave Shit. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done a live show. The real ones, though, exactly what I'm referring to. But yeah, it's good to be live again. It's been about a year or so since I've actually done a live thing. So,
yeah. Did you ever do a live show on? Did you ever do a live show on YouTube?
Never through YouTube, Rocket. It was always through Instagram Live. I don't think I've done YouTube live. Maybe once I dropped in on someone's stream but I wasn't part of it. Like I just dropped in, but I've never done a YouTube live stream. So new for me, but I've been on YouTube for like ever.
Yeah, for sure. And we got Brayton in the chat. We have him say Gorizard minus Juan. I love it.
Boy.
Oh, you hear that, Brayton? You got your boy.
Oh, can you send I don't care if this is on mic, but can you send me the image for this episode? Because I want to post it on my Instagram story to let people know we're live too.
You can find it through the group chat where David created it.
That'll take fucking forever.
All right, okay. I'll do what I can. Let's see here. We have.
I'll find it. Don't you worry.
Okay, we have Androya saying hola. We have Brian Zanicelli. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. I know I probably butchered that.
Hello, everybody. Hi, friends.
Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us on this inaugural pseudo spin-off-ish installment of our new podcast of Kaiju Caballeros. Yeah. This is all credit to Frankie over here. It was their idea to create a spin-off, like pretty much like off the bat, off the cuff, because we want to talk about the new trailer for Godzilla Minus One or Minus Juan as
minus zero.
You mean minus zero?
Fuck, you're right. Minus zero. Yes, I know. I'm a terrible host.
Did you eat paint chips for breakfast? Come on, brother.
Hey, I just got off work. Okay, it's like I want to do a live stream. It's like, okay, sure, just wait. Okay, I put everything together.
I found it. Look at me.
There we go. Okay, so we want to talk about Godzilla Minus Zero. We want to record our firsthand impressions on it. None of us have seen the trailer. And so we want to watch it, give our thoughts, and as well as like compare and contrast it and prior Godzilla teaser trailers of recent memory.
Some recent memory because I think because part of the whole idea too, like I said, sort of to expand upon what Andres just said, is pretty much just, Godzilla teaser trailer passed because, back in the early internet days or like, when 2014 was announced, just kind of the rumor mill that was spinning around because nowadays, like a lot of it can just be figured out way quicker than normal. And I feel like that takes away from a lot of the fun. So I kind of want to take a stroll down memory lane of just kind of like fan theories or just like shit you would have found out on like weird Godzilla forums, stuff like that. So I kind of want to bring us back to that time because I had a real kick about that when I was younger.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I have the trailer ready right now. Do both of you guys also have the trailer ready on your ends?
I will not say that I've already seen it, but go ahead.
Because I want us to like synchronize it, because like obviously I could share it on lives on StreamYard, but obviously I don't want to get this stream copyrighted by Toho.
I think you can if you mute it, maybe. I think there's a way.
Sure,
but also technically it's fair use because we're commentating on it.
True, but that has never gotten in the way of it's fair use has never gotten in the has never stopped certain people from trying to do that. Like I remember several years ago, I did a live commentary on a Santo movie. It was Santo versus the Vampire Women.
Also, this is but also this is a trailer. So like I think will be good, and also like depending on where you watch it through, like if you watch it through someone who uploaded it, so it's like a secondhand VHS copy of another.
Right. But still, I'd rather keep it safe. I'd rather have everyone have the trailer on another tab of theirs. We all press play at the same time.
Okay.
So
maybe wins this round, folks. I'm sorry.
I will get the link ready. I will put it in the private chat within StreamYard. Let's see.
Can you tell this is our first live stream together?
There we go. Okay.
Well, as a podcast, technically, Andres has been on my live show back when I had it.
That's very true, where we got to talk about Zigra.
Talk a bunch of shit about Zigra.
Speaking of Zigra, we have Zigra cosplay aficionado Nick Huber in the chat via Sakura Central.
Gang.
Draco was all confirmed with Kong in Godzilla -0 minus Godzilla plus Morbius.
And Ginkgo.
Damn it, man. Why'd you guys spoil it? All right, you two ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get ready. Hope all of you guys in the audience are ready. I have the trailer set up at 000, so let's get ready to press play in
Holy shit, it's Ultraman. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Get ready to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Gee, kids. All right, get a little bit of a recap. A new threat. Oh, he's so beefy.
I'm assuming you guys watched the English trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Well,
Japanese one.
that was a trailer indeed.
It was a
Okay.
teaser. It was a teaser.
It was a teaser.
Yes, it
46
was. Of
seconds.
course.
That is not a trailer.
Yeah.
You know what? I will say that was a lot more than I was expecting for the teaser. Like, I was honestly expecting something along the lines of like very cryptic, very cryptic audio voiceover or text on a screen.
Like,
We'll hear Godzilla's roar. Like, you know, Japan went from went to 0, and when they thought it couldn't get any worse, it goes down to from 0 to -1.
like similar to the
So in reverse?
No, I was just expecting more of that. I was just expecting some like cryptic thing, like foreboding dialogue or text, followed by maybe a shot of Godzilla, followed by the title itself. But here it's like we actually get a decent idea of what the story is going to be, and I'm certain we know who the villain is in this movie.
Yeah, well, I had a feeling when I was like, well, the assets were already made, but if for those still unsure, it's probably most certainly going to be our golden boy, Ghidorah.
Oh, yeah. I already
thought you were going to say Minya.
Someday.
Minya -none.
But I also have a feeling that we're going to see, it might be the same, like it might be like an updated version of the ride version of Ghidorah. For sure.
Oh, for sure. I can guarantee you that if this Godzilla, you know, given that this Godzilla was basically a modified version of the -1 model, I can guarantee you that that's the same thing is going to be the case for Ghidorah. Whether or not
I've heard some rumblings that maybe we might see Rodan.
I mean, again, they have the model; they can easily use it. So yeah, I can totally see that happening.
That's actually the one thing that kind of bums me out is that we never got any merch of Rodan, and he's in the ride. He has like a full fight scene.
But then I'm sure Toho was like, "Who gives a shit about Rodan?"
I do. I like Rodan a lot.
Well, apparently you're not enough, Frank.
What? That's mean. I don't want to be on this live show anymore.
By the way, I love how at the very beginning we had Braden who had a comment saying the Statue of Liberty appearing in the final seconds of the teaser raises only one question: the most pressing of question of all? Will Godzilla -0 be better than Ghostbusters 2?
I mean, that's not an easy that's not a hard task.
I mean, you're asking. I will say, as you know, for Brain being a longtime fan of the SOS, you're asking all the right questions. For some context, Frank,
are you a Ghostbusters 2 apologist?
Our friend Bill is. In fact, Bill ended up liked Ghostbusters 2 so much that he ended up creating a new rating system. No, a rating system to rate movies as being either worse or better than Ghostbusters 2. With Ghostbusters being like squarely in the middle. No, I'd say like Ghostbusters 2 is like in the like a 5 or a 6 out of 10, where it's a perfectly adequate movie, but where it's smack dab in the middle of the rating system, where movies can be better or worse than it. So do you think -0 could be better or worse than Ghostbusters 2? Gorizard.
I thought Ghostbusters 2 was okay.
But do you think -0 will be better than it?
Well, obviously.
And what about you, Frank?
No question. Of course it is. Like, well, again, there's not someone who does not enjoy Ghostbusters
2. And I am hopeful that such is the case.
I definitely feel like, you know, we're gonna be, again, just based on the ride.
Yeah,
he already knows how to make just a Godzilla-ass Godzilla movie.
Yeah,
you know, because I feel like you have to make Godzilla movies, you have to make like your Godzilla movie, like, you know, like your outing film. But then after that, you're like, okay, let's have these two bros fucking like clash. So I think that's what we're in for. But like I said, I think they're gonna do it probably in a fun and interesting way. Like, the thing here's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Ghidorah being an alien again.
Yeah. Because
he hasn't been an alien since, like, technically I would not consider the anime an alien because it's like an interdimensional, like eldritch being. So
yeah.
But it's not. And Monsterverse is an alien, but like, other than its weird head thing, we don't see it in like outer space. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where it's like truly like alien shit, where like it came from outer space, like it's from the stars.
True. Yeah, and like outside of the anime trilogy, yeah, you are right. We haven't seen Ghidorah as an alien since Final Wars, I would argue. I know, Kaiser Ghidorah is a different character, but you know, screw it. It's basically Ghidorah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna actually no, I totally forgot to mention that part. But
yeah, because we had Final Wars. Prior to that, we had Ghidorah as a magical earthbound dragon. Prior to that,
a mutant.
No. Remember, the Mothra trilogy also established him as a space dragon.
But
two of them.
But at the same time, he was still like trapped on Earth as like a demon.
That's true, yeah, but not Grand King Ghidorah from Mothra 3. That one was as traditional as Ghidorah. Yeah. No.
In the Heisei trilogy, he was like a mutant.
That's true. Yeah. Apparently, according to the expanded universe like tie-in material, Heisei Ghidorah is actually a clone of a actual space Ghidorah in the Heisei continuity. I mean,
that was supposed to be like the original sequel, I believe.
Yeah.
Where they're just gonna be like, oh shit, look, another one.
Yeah.
Pop that right out of her ass.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I was expressing earlier to Andres that, again, for me, my biggest play, it always will be, it's like, I just want a new monster. Like,
yeah,
sure, I don't mind you going to the same well if you're going to do it well. Like, here's the thing, as much as it kind of like makes me roll my eyes that, you know, we got a bunch of throwback kaiju in like the past two movies or whatever, like the Monsterverse outside of, you know, Final Kingdom or whatever. No, I mean, New Empire, I don't mind it because they were done well, but at the same time, it's like, goddamn, like, give me something new, please.
What were you gonna say, David?
No, he said Final Kingdom.
What was the thing? Yeah, New Empire, Final Kingdom.
Empire.
New Wave Empire.
I mean, it wasn't even a New Empire because nothing got established; it got destroyed.
It wasn't even an empire. It was just like A couple of monkeys and an orangutan and King Louie.
Like, city on the edge of battle. Edge of what battle? No battle took place.
What city? It's just a bunch of metal domes with guns.
The only thing that was accurate is the edging.
Boy, were Godzilla fans edging that day. Anyways, looking at the comments here, we have Davis in the house. We have him.
Get him out of here!
The suggestion of Moran. By the way, Davis, loved your comment on Facebook where he declared that he was in collaboration with Yamazaki, which is why with training Godzilla, which is why he's so fucking buff in the teaser trailer.
My assumption is much like, because you know how he can heal himself, but it still leaves scars. I almost feel like after being blown apart, his body just reformed with that thicker skin.
That makes sense, yeah. How are you guys feeling about the tweaked design of the -1 Godzilla?
I probably will like it. I just need to see more of it to really give like a full opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the honest truth, where it's like I won't know until I was the same way about the original -1 design, where like even the ride design I was still like so bad. For me, again, it's the fact that his dorsal plates are just like all gigantic and kind of the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just me. That's just I just have my preferences when it comes to how like Godzilla's dorsal plates are arranged. That's just me.
Sure. Personally, I like the ride design the most. I just like the darker skin. I like the more traditional spines, not so much the super elongated version from -1.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't like the elongated spine. Like it looks like I was fine with it when it was happening, but at the same time, like it just cuts a weird silhouette.
Yeah. But I would definitely say it is a very strong. The basis and on the variants are still very, very strong designs. Yeah, and I'm digging this one.
Well, that's how I felt about Legendary Godzilla, where my biggest issue was his dorsal plating in the first movie. His design was fine, but then they gave him like more traditional dorsal spines. I was like, yay!
I just never liked how they kept making his head smaller with each like subsequent film.
Yep, that's my biggest issue with the Legendary series, is that he has the tiniest fucking head I've ever seen in my life. It takes me out of it because I'm like, because now they have to just put that little LED in his head now so I can actually find his face.
I do find it funny how whenever like you get a Japanese rendition of the Legendary Godzilla, that's the first thing they do is make his head bigger.
Well, yeah, they gotta.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking at the comments right here, David says, "That's right. The villain is bigger Godzilla."
It's true.
Let's see. Braden says the sentient Statue of Liberty from Ghostbusters 2 was the villain. Is y'all's blind? He's right there.
Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket. Get him out of here.
Go give him his jacket.
Don't give him his jacket. Get him out of here.
Let's see. Soccer Central. I feel Frank when he says there's not enough love for Rodan.
Yeah, it's fucking true. Like, again, another missed opportunity. I, honest to God, 100% thought in my heart of hearts that when Godzilla got dropped by King Ghidorah in the movie, Rodan was going to sweep in and, like, break his fall, like, kind of catch him to, like, decrease his... Like, honestly, because, again, Rodan's the one who could have caught him.
Everybody gets one.
It would have been... Do you know how fucking tight that would have been if, like, Rodan, like at the last... Because, again, King Ghidorah fucked his day up, so he's probably like, fuck you, Ghidorah. I'm, like, working for this guy now. Like, he wouldn't take place in the battle, but he would just, like... do the alley-oop to get him back on the ground without exploding.
That would be a very Showa move, I would say.
That's what, again, if you're gonna go that ham with it, like, and that goofy with it, like, let that happen.
Yeah.
Because again, dropping Godzilla from that height that he catches fire upon entering the atmosphere, like, Jesus Christ. But that's also why I'm like, well, how the fuck can this Godzilla be hurt by anything? He dropped from orbit.
Let's see. Raptor of Rex 07 says, saw the teaser and I look
I know this guy comments on my videos. This guy's cool. This guy follows me. He's been following me forever.
Yeah, this guy also messages me on Twitter. Really solid guy. Cool guy.
What's up, Raptor Rex? You're a super cool dude. Thanks for enjoying my videos. I'm sorry that my long-awaited Evangelion Godzilla mashup video got fucking removed after 10 years and 1 million views.
that was like, it was either Toho or Kara that was like, it's too good. It can't stay online forever. It must be taken down. Oh yeah, no, it was Gynax or whatever. Fuck that, removed it. I was pissed. Yeah, don't worry. Gynax is dead, so you got the last laugh. Well, what's weird is that every other Evangelion clip is on there and fine. I'm like, what the hell? Like I said, they were just jealous. It was too good. I guess so. Let's see. I hope it's just as good as the first. I do too. Brayden, when we were talking about Bill's Ghostbusters 2 rating system, it's the only rating system with any merit, really. Letterboxd and Rotten Tomatoes must adopt Bill's system. I agree, Brayden. Let's see. Nick says, I think Godzilla is bigger than in the previous film. Godzilla is previously 50 meters at 165 feet. The Statue of Liberty is 303 feet. So he appears to tower over it.
So my only thing with that shot is that definitely looked like just a photo, almost like a photoshopped version of a shot, because like that clearly was his walk out of Tokyo. From,
same walk cycle and everything.
Like, and that was the same Godzilla model. That wasn't the model we just saw rising out of the ocean.
Really? I'm gonna look back to see if the spikes on the shoulders are still
they're not there.
There or not. Let's see. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, and also if he's behind it with the Statue of Liberty looking forward, he's walking away from the city.
Okay, so
because remember, Kaiju Brooklyn, the Statue of Liberty is facing us. So if he's walking that way, he's not. He's walking back out to the ocean. He's not going towards anything.
Right. So I look at it, and unless it's an angle thing, I do not see the spikes on the shoulders. So you're right. Also, that could have been.
Yeah. No. It definitely was. Here's part of me feels like that's like almost like we got him pulled, like we got him hooked further in the real trailer, because like I don't know if that actually would be a thing, but here's the thing that I want to bring up, and again, it's a weird deep cut that is unintentional or not. Y'all remember the comic book back when Random House, I think Penguin and Random House had Godzilla lights called Godzilla Saves America?
I remember that one. Yeah, I remember
he fights King Ghidorah in New York City.
I remember reading about it on Toho Kingdom back in the day. I never actually had it myself. I didn't grow up with any of the Random House books. I have
quite a few of them. I had to find a scanlation of that one, but like he fights Ghidorah in New York City.
Nice. Okay. Let's see.
That's also like how in Godzilla vs. Kong, when the Ghidorah brain takes over Mechagodzilla, that literally happens in the manga for Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, which again, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it was. That's a crazy deep cut reference.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that concerning Godzilla's appearance in that shot, maybe it's not the final shot. Maybe it's going to look different in the final film, or maybe that was just a shot made specifically for the teaser.
I feel like it was made for the teaser or for Comic-Con.
What do you think, David?
My biggest fear is that it's real, but it's a dream sequence.
And it could be the main character.
His first directed Godzilla sequence was a dream sequence.
Yeah. Let's see. Davis says, if Ghostbusters 2 Statue of Liberty is in -0, does that mean it'll completely overshadow the next James Bond? # Justice for Timothy Dalton.
You're a fucking dork.
Let's see. Raptor Rex says, oh no, time travel Godzilla movie, space is warped, time is bendable. We have Kitsune Rokaku, a friend of mine, Lydia. She says, Godzilla needs more spikes. He doesn't have enough spikes, damn it! I will say here's the vibe I got from the redesign with the more spikier shoulders and such.
I did like how his elbows had little spikes on it.
I think that was from the previous movie. He had that also.
I mean, he'll still have them here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you know what? It really kind of takes me back to like the old school like DeviantArt days when everyone would draw their own redesign of Godzilla, and there was like a trend back in the late 2000s where everyone wanted to make Godzilla spikier, make his spines sharper, longer.
It's because what is it? Godzilla 2000 has like his like scales are like spiky.
Oh yeah, but I mean like the fans wanted him more. Like, you know, his shoulders, his elbows, his knees, his tail should.
You know what actually attribute that to? The concept art for Final Wars Godzilla. Do you remember the one I'm talking about?
I remember the Final Wars concept art. Yeah.
That weird, like, that's not fucking Godzilla, like monster demon.
But I would say that is straight up like DeviantArt tier Godzilla OC.
But that's more or less what I'm getting at. Where it's like I definitely see it with that.
Like you know, I'm talking like Super Saiyan 3, but with Godzilla.
Yeah, but I like the idea of like the reason behind his spikiness is because again that Godzilla grew way too fast, and it's just like Wolverine's healing factor. he like calloused, so he has like, you know, plates growing under plates. So that's where some of his spikes even come from. It's just like he grew too fast into his body, so it's all fucked.
Yeah. Raptor Rex says new design is at the end of the chunk chart. Oh Lord, he coming.
Never.
Let's see. Brayton brings up a really interesting point here. Nicest surprise for me is this truly being a direct sequel, bringing the same characters back. I'm far too invested in those war-scarred lovebirds and their munchkin foundling to see them written out. That is interesting, yes, because we've never really had a story that focused on a single cast of characters, or if we have, it's rarely like done before, where we follow them through multiple Godzilla movies.
Like you could say Miki Sagusa, but like she's been kind of a main character, but she's
always in the background for.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about her.
Right,
I've watched those movies a dozen times.
The closest she ever got to being like the main character was in Space Godzilla,
and even then,
that had rarely like any relevance from what she does in Destroya.
Like she's got like a whole like job, and then she's inside of Mechagodzilla. Excuse me.
Yeah, and like she's just doing a random odd jobs wherever the plot needs her to be with her psychic powers.
Because also like that means she was tough enough to pass like the training cycle to be a pilot in Mechagodzilla. Remember that one guy like went through hell to do that.
Yes, but we're not talking about Miki Sagusa. We're talking about fucking -0 here.
What if the -0 stands for Miki Sagusa?
Shut up.
It'll work. It'd be cool. What if that little kid like the little kid were like, oh, her real name Miki. Like they find her birth certificate, it's Miki. Surname Sagusa. It's like, oh shit. And she's got like psychic baby powers.
Like fucking, it's like the end of Dark Knight Rises. You should use your real name, Miki Sagusa.
Sounds we're starting a Suicide Squad up in here.
There's some sort of Godzilla -0.
Like, you know, like what, like again, or like what if like one of the like scientists he like meets is like, oh yeah, I learned this all from my brother, Dr. Serizawa.
You know what? I would honestly be, I wouldn't put it past them to reinterpret Godzilla or Dr. Serizawa in this continuity. I feel
the main girl's got an eye patch, so.
Oh shit! So yeah, looking at this movie so far, we have a shot of their adopted daughter. We see her with the eye patch, like you said. You know, I don't know, who knows if that black scar from the end of the last movie is gonna be relevant here.
I remember he did explain it, and it's just like, oh yeah, like that's just like a remnant of just being like, it's like having cancer basically, like from it.
Right.
So that's just like, it's literally like the mark, like, oh, you're marked for death.
Yeah, although she doesn't seem too worse for wear in that single shot of hers. But
it's only been 2 years, so like she could have been like, that could have been like,
well, that's the thing.
That could have also been that night.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know, after she got back from the hospital and then she dies later.
Oh, true. Yeah, it could have been that, or
like that. That could be why he's crying as he's leaving. He's like, "Oh, my house fucking got blown up with my kid and not wife."
Yeah, because like, yeah, we do see a lot of stuff. We see basically in the shot before we saw our protagonist from the last movie, or right afterwards, you know, we see him. He's piloting another ship again. So I'm curious what they're gonna do there, with him being a fighter pilot again. But yeah, I would say
ship for you. It's called the codename the Super X.
No. It's gonna be called the Gotengo.
Doesn't have a drill on it.
We don't know. We just see the cockpit.
That's a submarine.
But it flies.
No.
But the last thing we see, like, that really captures my interest is that, you know, the thing that makes us believe that this is Ghidorah is we see a bunch of buildings, a lot of houses floating in the air due to some blue energy waves. Clearly, this is supposed to be the gravity beams, which the gravity beams have never really had any gravitational attributes before, save for Kaiser Ghidorah in Final Wars and the quote-unquote Shin Ghidorah from the Godzilla vs. Evangelion, the real 4D Universal Studios Japan attraction. So it looks like they're going in that direction where Ghidorah, if it is Ghidorah, has telekinetic abilities through the gravity beams.
Yeah, I always wondered if that was just like again like just a weird naming convention where that just sounded cool. Probably.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure. I'm sure like the wiki that has it, but I never even knew they were called gravity beams until I started like playing the video games, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
I
what they're
think.
called.
Yeah, I want to say it's in the Godzilla Compendium is where I first read it.
Mm. You know what? We do see a very large ship that Godzilla appears behind. So for all we know, maybe that could be some one of the vehicles that our protagonist could be piloting.
Here's what I'm curious about. Honestly, again, if we're gonna have alien encounters, it's the one thing I was bringing it back to Godzilla King of the Monsters. I was really expecting that guy who was trying to unearth Ghidorah to be an Exilian, like near the end of it, to be like, to be like, sorry, the plans have failed. So that even though it'd be corny, but still like, oh shit, like this guy, like is a fucking alien.
Yeah.
But again, maybe something like that would happen in this movie. And again, it'd be cool if they took it there, because again, they've reintroduced Ghidorah, but not the element of like obviously the space element, but not the aliens so much anymore.
Right. Let's see here. We have Nick saying the big villain is Big Fella. For those who don't know, Big Fella is the name of a bootleg Godzilla toy, and it's an in-joke between Nick and I.
And also because it's about to be the 50s too, which was during like the monster movie craze and the alien movie craze and shit. So like,
I think like didn't the original movies like took place in 1942? So if it's 2 years later, it's only 44.
Yeah. Well, again, but like I said, we're nearing like the idea of the space race eventually.
Let's see, we have Ziza Draws says maybe the real villain was the friends we made along the way. I'm inclined to agree.
Didn't have friends.
Let's see. Lydia says Godzilla's just mad he didn't get his cup of coffee in the morning. Just give him a giant cup of coffee and we're stable. Lydia, that's why he's going to New York. He's going to get his cup of coffee.
It's coffee. It's croissant. And a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Let's see. Brayton says Godzilla saves America. Please tell me when life will imitate art. Ooh-wee. Let's see. The Durabun says Godzilla v Freddy, the Dream Warriors.
Technically, if you want to think about it this way, Godzilla's Revenge is Godzilla vs Freddy.
Okay. So this is in reference to when you brought up how the shot of her still alive might just be a dream or something.
I didn't say that. I said that it might be before she gets.
Oh, flashback. You said flashback, not dream. Yeah.
Yeah, flashback before she gets fucking bopped.
Yeah, and we have Sean Barry in the chat saying, "How are we all doing tonight, folks? I'm doing pretty well for. I don't know about you. I'm doing pretty well for a Tuesday evening.
I'm doing all right.
He just texted me right now. I'm on the stream.
Brayton says, regarding the characters coming back, if they weren't in this one, it'd be the same issue I have with Tokyo SOS. It's a direct sequel, and the lead heroine from GVMG just disappears after all she went through, which I agree.
Well, I mean, y'all know why, right?
Why? What happened with her?
Oh, she wanted to have I believe, and you can look this up, but I believe she starred in an adult film, and they were like, no.
What? Where
That's
can I find this adult film?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty public knowledge, you perv. But I'm pretty sure like it was something along that, and so they're like, hey, sorry, we can't like market you in this film for children, because that's around the time when they were starting to like double bill Godzilla movies with Hamtaro.
Right.
That's disgusting. Where can I find it?
Look it up.
Google, you lazy fuck. Come on, Mr. Pirate.
That's what I'm doing. I'm looking it up.
But that's basically why that she was let go, and then they just had a facsimile of her in the next movie and some other dork who we don't even give a shit about.
Yeah, sexism.
But also, I'll go on record on live stream. Tokyo SOS is probably my least favorite Godzilla movie.
Same.
Ooh, okay.
I've not said this before. It's because Godzilla stands there, does nothing, and gets fucking bopped and then thrown in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely. There's
so many scenes where he is standing there doing absolutely nothing. The same is true for Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. He just doesn't seem like he's alive in his brain. Like he has no. I can go on for another hour about this. We'll do that another time. Anyways.
So we have Davis saying Koichi about to suffer again. Sean says, I'm definitely excited.
As you should.
Dropping a third atomic bomb is a major plot point in this film. Acknowledging the previous atomic bombs, I'm interested to see what leads to America deciding to abort the plan. Well, given that Godzilla apparently is in New York, I'm assuming that's what led to the U.S. government to say, whoa, hey, we ain't gonna bomb our territory.
Well, so technically they only did a test bombing in the universe of -1. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki never happened, right?
Really?
I'm pretty sure, right?
I never heard of that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's in like the film. Like that's the whole thing. Like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like the fight, like the war happened, but like that final pivotal point didn't happen. I think, right?
I guess that's why the entire. Yeah, I've never heard. This is news, unless there's like some sure unless there's like a random interview or a commentary.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like the plot of the movie where it's like after things are starting to kind of go back to normal. You know, with Koichi and his life, like, because again, the city, like the atomic bomb never hit, so like, oh, we just got firebombed, but like, shit kind of wrapped up.
No, well, because that was Tokyo. Tokyo never got nuked.
But I don't know. Maybe again, you keep talking. I'm gonna look up because I want to say it didn't happen in that universe.
Okay, but I remember what was it? The line said at the start of the trailer where it's like, if this doesn't go well, we can put our plan into action, something along those lines. So I'm guessing we can use it. I'm wondering if that's a referring to the atomic bomb, where it's like, if Japan doesn't,
Godzilla.
You know what? I hate for a 1940s Mechagodzilla to exist, but here's the thing: if they make a third,
so they're implied. Okay, I might have missed that. For some reason, I thought because they don't explicitly state it, so maybe that's why I thought I heard somewhere that it was implied that in this universe it didn't happen. Godzilla was like the literal bomb of that universe, because it happened during the time of the war when the bomb actually was dropped.
But let's see. So when it comes to I'm trying to get my train of thought. To get us a little bit on a side tangent, I mentioned before that I wouldn't be surprised if they use assets from Godzilla the Ride in the sequel. So that said,
updated for sure.
Obviously, yeah. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if for the next movie, if they decide to, I can easily see Mechagodzilla from the second Godzilla the Ride that Yamazaki worked on. I can see that Mechagodzilla being used in a potential third movie. Because again, just the idea of just saving money by utilizing resources that are already at their disposal. Let's see. We have Samuel Rickson says, everybody making the assumption that Yamazaki wants to be predictable. I mean, honestly, here's the thing. This is my one major critique of -1 as a movie. And that is that it feels like, I remember D-Man put it really nicely, where -1 feels like a best of Godzilla compilation. It's a little bit of 54, a little bit of Shin Godzilla, a little bit of GMK. The only real thing that makes it different from the other solo Godzilla movies is that this is a World War II era period piece, or World War II adjacent period piece. And so in that case, I felt that -1 already was predictable to some degree, because it was just following a lot of the tropes that prior solo Godzilla movies have made. So I wouldn't be surprised if Yamazaki was also heavily reliant on certain Showa era tropes, or even tropes of certain Godzilla versus Ghidorah movies for this movie. So honestly, I feel like there is already a precedent there for not so much a predictable movie, but rather a movie that utilizes tropes seen in Godzilla movies before, which also is nothing new to Godzilla. Godzilla is always utilizing similar characters and concepts from prior films. I mean, heck, look at the Monsterverse and Burning Godzilla, for instance. But anyways, I guess I am curious what you guys think. You being Frank and David.
Who, us?
Yeah, the co-hosts of the show.
Oh, no! So what I think about it, like I said, well, about our predictions for what's could happen. Because again, some of it might be a misdirect, but we'll see. Again, I don't want to even think about a movie after this one because I want to see how this does first.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm very like receptive to whatever he's got going on. Clearly, the guy's got a vision. It's not going to involve, it doesn't have anoisms anymore, so I'm cool with that. There's not going to be a sad dad plot, except for the sad dad's different.
In this case, the main character is the sad dad.
Yeah, it's a different version of the sad dad plot. He is the dad of sad. He's not being sad dadded by the world.
And what about you, David?
About what?
Oh
just like the idea.
You see what we have to deal with, folks?
I warned you, Frank, about being in a collaboration with this guy.
I know. I give him fake shit. I don't actually care. I'm just as annoying.
No. I'm sorry. Yamazaki wants to be predictable.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's like, how likely do you think this movie will be in terms of like Yamazaki utilizing ideas that we've seen before in other movies?
To be fair, and I'm going to be quoting Guillermo del Toro. He said something not related to this, but related to these ensemble team ups in comic books like Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad, and what was the name of that other squad that Brendan Fraser was involved with? It was a DC property.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah. He says that these are not ripoffs of each other's, but rather like they're complementary of each other, like almost referential.
Mm-hmm.
And you could say the same about Godzilla itself. Like a lot of these films kind of sort of
blend together,
referential to each other, but not directly.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a phrase for this. It's called scenes of fare. Someone correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's basically the typical tropes associated with a certain genre or a certain story. You're not ripping someone off. You're just following the tropes that the genre has already set forward.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, to be fair, you get a lot of that scenes of fare with Godzilla movies because it's already been established.
That is true. I guess like in my case, when I saw -1 for the first time, I just couldn't help but make comparisons to previous Godzilla movies where it's like, oh, this reminds me of that movie. Oh, this reminds me of that movie.
But also it's it's one of those things for me, like I was kind of fine with it just because like if they're gonna like refresh the thing and do a period piece, because like this one I like just because again they had the ability to do more of a period piece than before, where I feel like the first one kind of feels like a documentary.
Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like
in a good way. I say that in a good way.
Yeah. And I definitely appreciate the attempt at a period piece. I feel like it could have gone farther in terms of portraying like the sort of like life and times of that piece. I mean, the fact that
I feel like it's tough because let's be 100% real. Japan is not proud of what they did during World War II, and they will
for sure, yeah,
talk about it. So obviously, if they're going to be like real talk about it, it's like, oh, let's go check on what Korea's doing and what parts of China are up to.
How dare you remind me of my war crimes?
That's what my one friend was saying. My one friend was saying about the scientist. It's like, I wonder how he knows how to do that stuff.
Ooh.
I wonder what he was doing before. So in case you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up and be very, very upset.
Right. I mean, like, but the main thing that was really distracting for me was just like the lack of an international presence in the movie, given how that was during. I feel like it'd be
very tough because.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, again, this was during the American occupation, sans the American occupation. So I felt like it would have added more to the story.
But I feel like that also would have taken away from the Japanese perspective if just like a big hulking American man was standing there.
And that was exactly the reason stated by the director himself. He wanted the story to focus on Japan's own feelings post World War II.
That's why we never saw the president in Shin Godzilla. We only saw her talking to him.
Right.
We never got to see what he looked like.
And I understand where they were coming, where Yamazaki's coming from, but I feel like in order to have like a fully believable, more what do you call it?
A lived-in world. That's what you want.
A more lived-in world. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we'll get that this time around, though.
yeah, given that, apparently if Godzilla is going to be in New York, I'm very, very curious to know how exactly that international presence
dinosaur's attacking the boys.
Get him, Major Spielberg.
Get him, Major Spielberg. Take that, you dinosaur.
Let's see here. Sean says
scientists.
Sean says it definitely like that. Maybe he meant to say it definitely feels like that. The movie is going to tackle the post-war relationship between America and Japan, and it will likely end with a healed post-war relationship, which is a nice message. Which is an interesting idea.
We'll see.
Oh, so it's gonna end with the friends we made all along.
Here's my question to y'all, because again, this is how just movies do it these days. Because back in like the early days, when most of the time when the Godzilla villain was beaten, they got away.
Yeah.
So do you think we're gonna have that happen? Do you think Godzilla's either gonna be like subdued and have to be put away after he's quote unquote saves the day, or do you think like he's gonna kill Ghidorah or kill whatever kaiju, or that kaiju's gonna like escape for another battle?
So my prediction is going to be it's going to be the Godzilla versus Ghidorah 91 ending, where both of them seemingly are defeated for good. In the case of Ghidorah, absolutely, but then by the end, Godzilla's still alive. Bah, 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 bah.
Okay. Yeah,
and then cut the credits.
That's where I'm at too.
I mean, heck, they even copied it again for Mothra.
Yeah.
What do you think, David?
I mean, most of the show era is Godzilla falling in the ocean.
Yeah.
That show era, that Heisei era, is Godzilla being dropped into something.
Yeah.
He's dropped into a volcano. He's dropped into the ocean.
He's dropped into the ocean again.
and then the last time he just fucking explodes.
He's dropped into hell.
He's dropped into heaven.
How do you think it's going to end, David?
I think it's going to end with Godzilla's inside each one of us, and then he destroys Tokyo.
Maybe the real Godzillas were the Godzilla we Godzilla'd along the way.
Do you think? Do you think? What is it? Shit, I forgot what I had. I'll come back to it.
All right. Let's see. Looking at other questions here. Can't stay long. I have business presentation. Good luck with that. Just want to say hi. Also, nice to see Godzilla's reenacting the Wolfenstein reboot games by nuking New York. Speaking of New York, we have Ace here. Ace says...
And also, it's not the first time Godzilla's been in New York.
That's true. That's true. Godzilla's taking those nuclear steroids. I think that gravity force might actually be Godzilla. Okay, that's an interesting theory, as radiation has been known to affect gravity, as it turns out. Let's see, Brayden responds with...
Minovsky particles.
Giddy Boy will defy gravity. No lizard that there is or is ever going to bring him down. It'll be wicked.
Is it green, though?
Let's see. Sean says, I doubt aliens will be involved. Rather likely more a spiritual angle, especially given Yamazaki was highly inspired by Princess Mononoke, which actually influenced the Godzilla cell's infestation. I wonder how so. Let's see. The real villain is Gorizard. I should have known.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What is it?
What do you have to say for yourself, David?
How's it my fault that I can't control?
It's always your fault. It's always your fault.
But yeah, but I feel like, but my final thoughts on it really is like, I feel like I still just don't have enough to chew on really to like give a full like meaningful opinion yet. But I feel like we're gonna, because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the full -1 trailer when that came out was like a week or two after.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we're gonna have to do a follow up in a week or two.
Yeah. I mean, I do find it interesting. Samuel Erickson says this film will be fundamentally unpredictable until confirmation from Toho. I mean, in that case, what's the point of a trailer? A trailer is to get you excited, to get the imagination running, to see how this story is going to unfold.
Well, also remember the throwaway line they gave us with the -1 trailers that this monster will never forgive us. That
never happened. That's true.
Nothing became of that.
Yeah, like, that was bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what we heard in the that literally might not even be in the film anymore.
That's also true. You raise a very good point there. This is indisputably true.
So again, so that's a very good point. Like, honest to God, half that shit might not even like the scenes that were in there are definitely probably going to be there, but what they're saying and talking about, that might not even be in the film.
Let's see. Sean does confirm Shikishima and Noriko are thankfully the confirmed leads. So if that and the trailer are anything to confirm for or anything to go by, we are following the same characters at least.
They're gonna weaponize that baby.
If that doesn't get them hot and bothered.
Let's see. I'm going to ignore what David said. Ace says, I will riot if Godzilla shows up in New York and there's no rat dogs, cops, drunks, and big birdies.
I love that scene.
And no pimps and cops.
Or Jackie Chan.
Clearly saying fuck a lot.
All I know is that as soon as Ghidorah is blasted into smithereens, Godzilla will be like, damn, he ain't gonna be in Godzilla -3.
You ruined it.
You monster. You ruined it.
Let's see. Oh, so she was in Godzilla XXX Mega Godzilla.
Well, yes. No, actually. Again, look that actress up. Look her up.
Let's see. Oh, I will. Let's see. Sean will say no. Nagasaki bombings are definitely implied to have happened in -1. Davis says Yumiko Shaku was leading in Ryuhei Kitamura's Sky High, and the TV drama that came after, very likely a scheduling conflict. Okay, so he's got his own alternative theory for why she was not in the next movie.
Here's the thing, that might be the truth. Again, I might be thinking of a different actress, but like I heard that she may have. But she also just may have been in those things to begin with, regardless of her appearance in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at least she didn't turn out like the Black Ranger from Gojuger, which is its own can of worms. Let's see. Hey, we got Zimzilla in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Zim.
Also, do you think we're able to talk about years past? Because I have fun things to say.
Sure. Let me just go quickly speed run through these comments here. Because I'm really, really happy that we've had a lot of people on this stream, way more than the last couple of years. But hey, people like Godzilla. Who knew?
He didn't pay enough people last time.
Well, it's more like people like us, which is nice.
I'm very happy for that. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening, especially on such a last-minute occasion in the middle of the week.
I accept cash only.
Let's see. The fact is, Ghidorah only appeared after Toho had 2 other monsters to work with. Let's see. I think even if it's predictable in areas the story and writing will be good is most important to me. That is a good point. It's not so much whether an idea has been done before, it's whether it's the execution that really matters. I'll tell you what is predictable, and that's Gorizard, because he's the gift that keeps on giving. Aww.
Boy. I know he doesn't mean that.
Give me what kind of feeling? Give me that not so fresh feeling. Because if that's the case, it's true.
If floating Kongs, subterranean orangutan cults, and zero-gravity kaiju kung fu accounts for unpredictability these days, I say play the hits, baby! You know, as someone who is also not so big of a fan of late-stage Monsterverse, I'm with you on there, Brayden.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're not going to be happy that Supernova's not going to include a little guy?
Nah.
No,
I won't.
No. And if they do,
here's the thing. No. Again, the thing I'll put a pin on it, but I will talk about it when it comes to it. Is that I would love to see if Supernova went back to how 2014 handled it, which is like a little serious.
I think we're well beyond that.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm being very hopeful. I'm being very overly optimistic about them just giving a shit anymore. It's one of those things where, again, obviously there's a time place for let's say I'm not trying when I say serious, I don't mean like a deadly serious Godzilla movie.
No, yeah.
I just wanted to I don't mind it. It's
just give a shit.
I just don't want to feel stupid watching it.
I don't want to feel my brains leaking out of my ears.
Well, not even that, because again, it was cool in the moment, but it's like I've not watched that movie since it came out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's junk food entertainment. You enjoy it in the moment, but it's not gonna stay with you.
Yeah, like I've rewatched the first two. Like I've watched I've rewatched Skull Island in 2014 and
King of the Monsters.
Yeah, King of the Monsters, and to an extent Godzilla vs Kong to a degree, but like. Because I'm saying it was fun, but it's also like there's nothing going on in this movie. That's what I mean. It's like if you're gonna do this, like give me something.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Earlier I was gonna say thank you very much, Valerie, for joining us in this in the chat.
Thanks, Valerie.
Is that my cousin?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I want to say that's Valerie from the Monstrosities After Dark days.
Oh, I thought it was your sister for a second.
Her name's Victoria.
Oh my God, David!
I knew it started with
Stop being stupid, David.
See, here's what's funny, David. As far as we know, David does not do drugs. I am high as fuck right now.
He's totally tripping balls.
Let's see. Raptor says, "I don't know. America being more focused on Russia makes sense to me. The Cold War was basically a pissing contest between U.S. and USSR." That is a good point.
Dude, what if they pull another deep cut? Did you ever read the Godzilla books, like the novels they put out?
No.
The original, well, not like, original books, but the ones the American ones from the 90s. Because I read.
Yeah. Because I have two of those. I have Robot Monster and I think it's literally just called Godzilla 2000.
Oh, the Mark Ceraseni books. Okay.
Yes, because in the one where Ghidorah shows up, they find him in Russia.
Well, they find him in Russia after Godzilla 2000, after he has that battle with Godzilla in New York City.
That's right, yeah. Because I think originally he's discovered, I think, in Mongolia, and then it's Russia. I believe. If my memory serves me correct, I believe he's found later in Russia.
Okay. I mean, I would like to see I'd like to see those books get republished, but I'm certain, knowing the modern day landscape, they would rather produce new books rather than re-release old ones.
They're very hard to come by.
Yeah.
And I found them all.
Oh, nice. Godzilla in USA. It's a dinosaur, a giant dinosaur. He's attacking our boys. Let's see. Nothing is official unless Toho says it is official. So until then, Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, Hedorah, Megagan, Megalon, and other kaiju are hypothetical.
Yeah.
Okay. Davis says, gotta get going, but y'all gentlemen have a wonderful night. Thank you very much, David.
Thanks, Buff Boy. We love you. Please go to Kaiju Brooklyn. We want to fight you.
we're have to be on each other's shoulders just so we can stand a chance against him.
So full disclosure, again, I love David to death. He's a fantastic YouTuber. He has fantastic characters and stuff and YouTube videos. Definitely
he's
check him out.
All around great guy.
But however, this motherfucker is so fucking swole and shit. It embarrassed me to be alive. He's so cool. So my running joke is always like,
you can't be cool and swole, Davis. All right, you gotta pick a lane.
And you can't be in the dorky stuff and also beat us up. so basically the whole running gag is that or we're gonna find him and try to fight him. And he's just going to annihilate us. He's gonna. It's like Gohan fighting Cell Juniors. He's gonna push us in the dust. We're just gonna go. That's the whole gag where it's like we're gonna, and it just destroys us. He gives us the fucking oh my wamo Jinneru, and our heads explode. That's gonna happen to us.
Yeah. Let's see here.
But again, it's also I love because this guy's amazing.
Yes. Let's see. Speaking of in jokes here, David. Why do you guys have similar names? David?
Yeah, boy, you've known me longer.
Yeah. Brayton has an in joke for you. Fat Billa minus glucose.
Whoa. I don't know if I like this. Good old days. We can't be body shaming here.
No. You see, David used to be.
I don't want to hear your excuse.
David used to be body shaming Bill long before in the olden days, the ye olden days.
All right.
And then Bill lost a lot of weight, and then David got jealous, and he's like, "Why can't I make Fat Bill jokes anymore?"
Yes, I was
# make Bill fat.
Yeah. All right. Back in the golden days before you were born, Frank.
No, before I was invented, before I sprung fully formed from Zeus's forehead.
And let's see here. And David's fault for not getting his tag too.
So can we talk about the other thing I wanted to do?
Not yet. No,
what?
Not yet.
Boo!
Nah.
You guys, comment in the chat if you want to hear something. I'm kidding.
It's interesting they are doing what they didn't do in Shin Godzilla. Valerie says, "Yes, it is me, Dio." No, great to see you here, Valerie. Let's see, Brayton. Let's see. Nick says, "Statue of Liberty, big fella in the Big Apple, run for your lives." Let's see. Godzilla New York, come with me. Yeah.
Too soon.
I don't think, isn't he canceled now?
Too soon. What do you mean now?
Yeah, we can't use that song anymore.
See, Fulton Richards. Hi. Hey.
Y'all gotta understand. Everyone's hated P. Diddy since then. That's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand. Nobody's ever liked him. But that's not here nor there. So are we going to talk old internet yet?
Godzilla minus baby oil. That's why he's going to New York. That's where all the oil is, apparently.
We're switching gears here.
America.
I'm taking over the show. We're switching gears.
Sure. Yes. Okay. So, actually, let's see. Brian did say my prediction for Godzilla vs. Zero is very possible that we may get Ghidorah. Yes, that's what I think too. So, we've gone through we are finally up to date with the comments. Frank, what do you want to talk about next?
Forget it. No, I'm kidding. No. So the thing I wanted to bring up too, because again, it's very like only until recently, how we've now gotten an influx of just like being able to like be excited for a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
But a lot of y'all, I don't know the age demographic of this stream, but a lot of y'all don't remember. Were like again, there was a giant drought between again when we heard about Final Wars till 2014 was announced. So I remember back then just kind of the thrill because I feel like even though I get excited for this sort of stuff, I feel like a lot of the mystery and thrill is gone because again, the moment like it's even like literally the moment it comes into someone's brain that this movie's going to exist, we already know about it. Screenshots are leaked, things are leaked, everyone's talking about it. I can't escape it on my feet. You know what I'm saying? So like there was an air of mystery that I kind of miss. So I kind of want to go back in time a little bit to just like early rumors about older Godzilla movies of what we thought was going to happen, bring up 3D to the max, like stuff that like just didn't end up happening, but there was a lot of groundswell behind. So I think it'd be a fun thing to kind of take a trip in lane. The furthest I'll go back right now is to Godzilla 2000, because that one, like, at least if we're going to stick with just like of the current era, just because 98, like I was an actual like almost basically infant when that came out. So I don't remember much of the ad campaign, but for Godzilla 2000, what made that cool is because again that came out 2000 here, 99 in Japan. But again, all we had because early internet was just like new Godzilla movie exists, dun dun. But then there was all the other stuff that started coming out of like Godzilla's Megaguirus coming along and GMK happening. Because again, when we got Godzilla 2000, Megaguirus was coming out that year. So there were, I remember again seeing like on AOL grainy like tiny JPEG screenshots of like Godzilla vs. Megaguirus poster and being like, what the hell is that?
I remember you showed me that. You showed me like Internet Archive, just these very crunchy ass JPEGs.
But like I think it was Barry's Temple of Godzilla, I believe we were looking at.
That's right. That's what
actually. Would you be able to put that on stream?
Barry's Temple of Godzilla.
Yes.
Let's see. Barry's Temple
still exist?
of Godzilla.
I believe so. I believe it still exists. Or I think the last thing he had updated was 2014. Was like the last thing he did.
Let's see here. Just going to present.
Not Sean Barry's Temple of Godzilla, right?
But again, what was so interesting about those times is because again there was such little like to grasp on. So I think that gave me more of an imagination of what could be.
Right. Let's see. Was it Photo Gallery?
Yes, I believe it's Photo Gallery or his reviews. Yeah, it was in the Photo Gallery, I believe.
All right.
Look how again.
There we go. Yeah, here's some pictures from Godzilla 2000 Millennium back when this shit was new. Yeah.
So like I said, like again in the movie, Orga was never named. So like, so I'll tell you 100%. I thought Orga's name was Megaguirus because, again, it's not mentioned in the movie. And at the time when Godzilla 2000 came out, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus came out in Japan. So all the news headlines, Godzilla news releases is Godzilla vs. Megaguirus hits Japan. So I was like, oh, that must be the name of this monster for Godzilla 2000 is Megaguirus. Right. And also, again, same with rumors of like, again, we were one movie in. Is this Godzilla's son from Godzilla vs. Destroya? So like there was a lot of stuff. Again, obviously we have answers for these questions now, but I feel like because of that early days of, internet, there was nothing to hold on. So you just had to really stick to your guns and just think what you thought until you saw it. Yeah. And, cut to again, almost, a decade, in a few years shy of that when we got the announcement for Godzilla 2014. Now, do you remember any of the grounds from Godzilla 2000, or were you just a little too young for that?
So let's see. So when it comes to Godzilla 2000, I'm going to get rid of this right now. When it comes to Godzilla 2000, I first discovered it through that initial trailer with the the American movie. What do you call it? Movie?
Don LaFontaine.
Don LaFontaine, yeah. His battles are legendary. That sort of stuff.
Did you know he did a voiceover for Dead Zone? It's so cool. Anyways.
Oh, that's cool.
Just hearing Don LaFontaine say Goku is sick. Anyways.
I saw that trailer in the theaters. I was like, oh shit, this is the Godzilla movie I wanted to see 2 years ago. And did not have enough access to the internet. I don't think I had internet access at the time. So it was just like the traditional, I saw the trailer in theaters. I saw the poster at the movie theater, and I went to see it just based on what little I knew of it from going to the movie theater practically like every weekend.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the one thing I really forgot that, again, this is a thing that, again, none of y'all will probably ever experience ever in your life. Again, I remember hearing Godzilla 2000 advertisements on the radio.
Ah.
Yeah,
I remember radio advertisements. Yeah.
Like obviously the radio still exists, but like I don't think they advertise movies on the radio anymore.
It's hard to tell because like I remember like driving like my mom driving me to school. And, hearing audio. I remember that. Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to
nuts.
But when it comes to like internet stuff, I wasn't really into the whole internet scene until 2006. And by then, Toho Kingdom, I believe, had already been established. And that's when I started learning about stuff like GMK, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, Tokyo SOS. And it wasn't until, I would say, Save the Earth, 2004, that's when I learned about Final Wars through those images, akin to how you felt when you saw those images.
I want to say I found out about it, I think it was early Sci-Fi Japan, I want to say.
Okay, so it looks like you were involved in the internet online scene far earlier than I was.
Oh well, again, I think I'll have to find it one day. But like, I have a binder whenever I go to visit my dad's work when I was little.
Yeah,
he would just print Godzilla pictures off the internet. So I have like tons of just like grainy black and white pictures and stuff of just like Godzilla stuff. So like I was like inundated with just like imagery of that stuff. So like I was always about it. So like that's where I knew about like Barry's Temple Godzilla. I think it was like Dre's Godzilla Hut was one of them. What was the other one? I think there's one site that was just called Godzilla Monsters. It was just like an encyclopedia of all the Toho monsters at the time.
Yeah. And what about you, David? Like, what was your first instance of finding new Godzilla news, like news of a new Godzilla movie online?
Similar as Frank, I got on the internet pretty earlier than you too, because I had a local library and I would always look up Godzilla stuff.
Of course we did.
So you think you're better than me?
And the first time I looked up anything Godzilla related, it was something for Godzilla versus Megaguirus. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, right? Like that was like a fun, cool moment. Like when you just see like in that movie poster with the Noriyoshi Orai art, and you're like, holy fuck, what is this?
Yeah, and I thought it was coming to American theaters. I thought foolishly for a long time.
I was so confused by that. Like,
yeah, I thought that if Godzilla 2000 was released in American theaters, I thought the rest were coming to American theaters too, and boy, was I wrong.
Well, it's because we had that like year gap where, again, by the time I knew about the other ones, basically the last one was about to come out.
Yeah.
Like again, say when GMK was announced, I was like, wait, what? There's another one?
Yeah. I think it was around 2001 or 2002, like around that period when I discovered Megaguirus, and not too long after I logged back in and there was GMK.
Yeah, like, around 03, I think, because by then I was about in 5th grade, about to go into middle school. So I was able to like do a lot of more like research and stuff on my own. So that's when I started seeing like the rest of it.
Yeah, same.
But it was super cool stuff. But again, like I said, because I think there was a finite amount of it too. I think that's also what made it special, because like once it was done, again, we didn't know anything if there was going to be more. So they didn't have that type of mindset of like sequel baiting and stuff like that. It was just like, well, let's hope this does well. Maybe we'll make more. So like it just kind of happened in like a flash in the pan. So then again, cut to 10 years, 14 years later, or around 2013, 2012 when.
That's okay. So this is something we can definitely talk about, because this was during the era of the World War Gs. So for those who don't know, back in the day, this was before I was involved on the internet, on the scene, but right before I got online and made my presence known to the world, it was David here had collaborated with several of our friends who would come to form the Sons of Serizawa podcast. But prior to that, you guys created a series of these like 2-3 hour long discussion videos on what
the Daughters of Miki Sagusa. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, our friends Brayton, Ace, Patrick, they have like collectively referred to themselves as the Daughters of Daisuke.
Well, then we can be the stepchildren of somebody.
Emiko.
The stepsons of Serizawa.
What's the fucking dude who's eating that egg in Godzilla's Mothra?
Oh fuck!
I know the actor's name. I don't know the character's name. The Yu Fujiki.
I'll leave it up to the chat.
Yeah, find his name and to see if it's funny.
Yeah. So let's see. So you guys had created, and I know I'm stepping all over your story, David, but I'm going to pass the baton over to you.
All right.
But you guys had recorded multiple like 2 to 3 hour long discussions on like the most minute of details surrounding the new American Godzilla movie, back when people used to call it Godzilla 2012, which ultimately became Godzilla 2014. And you take it away from here. Like, what was it like at the time when like we were barely drip fed information? Like, I think you guys even made a podcast just on the news of the producers of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ripped every single detail we could find apart. I remember specifically, we went to Internet Movie Database, and we didn't know at that time that you could add actors and directors to a page. Mm-hmm. And apparently, someone added some random Japanese actor, and then added Tommy Wiseau to the page.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh my god,
that was actually how I got introduced to The Room.
I gotta watch The Room. It's research for Godzilla 2012.
Yeah. I don't remember who, but it was I'm pretty sure it was Bill who was freaking out about it. And I thought, it'll be all right. And then I saw The Room, and then I started freaking out.
You're lying, Ghidorah. I never hit you. You're tearing me apart, Mothra.
But then, so you guys found out, like, so you guys kind of found out about like somewhat early just because of that forum, or just at least like murmurs about it.
Like, this was before I started following outlets like Hollywood Reporter and Variety and Deadline, mm-hmm. where they would give us all the movie information you could possibly want. I had to Google anything related to Legendary's Godzilla. I had to, Google search it and go to the Google News section, because I I don't think those outlets even had Facebooks or social media, so that was the only way to find information on Godzilla.
Social,
Google it.
Yeah, it wasn't super prevalent
media
yet.
Became mainstream.
Yeah. But yeah, you know how Bill and Adam were. They could take the tiniest detail and create a 4-hour discussion out of that. Bill made a movie review of a gay Yeti movie.
I remember Yeti, a love story. I never seen it, but I don't need to because that review exists.
Yeah, even the directors acknowledged his review.
Yes, that's true.
What about you, Andres? Where were you when you kind of started like hearing the groundswell and the murmuring of this stuff?
Let's see. So I remember like by 2010, I was a huge dedicated fan of Toho Kingdom. And I remember it was on Toho Kingdom's daily updates where they would announce that there were rumors of a new Godzilla movie called Godzilla 3D to the Max. And I remember like 2009, it was announced.
And Godzilla 0 Hour. I remember that too, the fan film that never came to be.
Oh, here's the thing. I didn't find out about 0 Hour until 2014, after all of that came and went.
We might have an episode about that, but we might not also.
Which is ironic because we did an episode, David and I, along with a former collaborator of ours, where we did talk about that.
Oh wait, no, actually, you know what? Actually, you know what's funny? I think I listened to that episode, and then it took. Again, this shows how much I'm a fucking idiot. It took me nearly end of the video to be like, to look up and wait, like, oh fuck, that's Andres. I'm not even shooting you.
You took this. You are taking the spot of our former collaborator right now.
Well, good.
But anyways, I remember learning about Godzilla 3D to the Max on Toho Kingdom. I would like wait patiently, looking at that website. That was what kids today have. Wikizilla.
Yes, Monster Zero News. Nick just mentioned it. Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking of. Monster Zero News.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
For me, it's like what kids have today with like.
Space Godzilla's Crystal Palace. Holy shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
I've not heard. Oh my god. Yeah. Do you remember Virtual Monster Island?
Sorry, that sounds familiar.
Like, dude, okay. Sidebars. Virtual Monster Island, I think that was what it was called, was so fucking cool. Okay. So, as the name suggests, it was like a Photoshop like screen of like the Monster Island control panels, and you could check in on different monsters and what they were up to.
Oh.
But the cool thing is that some of them had videos of them interacting, and there was a cool, again, it looked, if I found it somewhere, it looked so bad, but there was a fun, cool video of Godzilla 62 fighting Godzilla 2000.
Mm-hmm.
It was very like crunchy looking, but essentially it was like, it basically was just kind of beam clashing, and that scene from Godzilla 2000 where he gets like knocked back with the heat ray.
Yeah.
But like it made it look like they were exchanging blows for a second. I was like, oh shit. But like I just remember that was so cool.
Nice.
And like, again, I don't think we can have fun things like that anymore. Just because everyone's a fucking prick.
I knew you wanted to say something worse.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, so back to what I was saying. Kids today have Wikizilla for all their Godzilla information. For me, and back in the day, 2008 to 2012 roughly, that was what Toho Kingdom was for me. And
before then, it was really, if you own the Godzilla compendium, that was it.
Yeah, that's very true. Which I didn't even get the compendium until like probably right before. Maybe I want to say 2013 is when I never owned it.
But a kid I used to hang out with had it, and like for me, that was like the one thing he had over me was having the compendium.
Whoever has it can officially call themselves the king of the Godzilla fans.
Well, again, when it was me and like 3 other people, it was like, well, he has the book.
The book on Godzilla.
Because up until a point, I didn't know Godzilla Raids Again was a movie. Until I saw that book. I'm not even kidding. I never knew that was a movie.
Mm-hmm. And funny enough, I didn't know about Raids Again until I learned about the DVD release from Classic Media from Toho Kingdom.
So yeah, but like again, that's how a lot of, because nowadays again, you literally can open your phone and like news at butt like on Facebook, like literally one of the many, or like Grandpa's left shoe news outlet is reporting, like every outlet has is just shooting the same thing out.
there's now 1 million Godzilla YouTubers out there who are reporting the news right now.
Literally, I'm looking at the feed right now. Like,
we have to grind for our information.
Like, new Rockstars just posted about Godzilla, like Godzilla Minus Zero. Some other random bullshit page no one gives a shit about. Just Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong News reports.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Minus Zero teaser. Like, it's coming out of our ears pretty much. But back then it was like, it's like one or two people who had like, an ear to the ground in Japan knew about this shit.
Right, and who knows if they're actually real or if they're just bullshitting.
some of it kind of was. Other
My
times
dad
it was
works
like,
at Toho, and he said that fucking 8 Gears is going to be in Godzilla 2012.
Well, you remember the rumored fake ending to Godzilla 2014, right?
Rumored fake ending. I forgot. What was that?
David, you remember it? So basically, it was believable for 2 seconds, but I never believed it. That apparently at the end of the movie, like a Mothra larva shows up, and it's like leading an army of like juvenile Mudos. I remember hearing that somewhere. Like I was like, "What the fuck?"
I heard that. I heard that. You saw Ghidorah flying around the moon.
Yeah, I want to say that was the other one. But the one of like an army of like Mothra larva or some shit, like just weirdo stuff like that. Shin Godzilla, like I feel like the rumor with Shin Godzilla was a little less so, just because like the animatronic got leaked, and then like, and because like upon now seeing the film, like we didn't really like lose out on much in terms of like footage, because again they just showed out all the scenes that
because they scrapped the animatronic altogether.
Yeah, and again the trailer showed all the actual scenes Godzilla's even in the movie.
Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, I think the last thing I'll say about 2014 is that like that was certainly like a very fun time where it's
that was cool. Or like Godzilla interactive experience. Like there was so many things of like again it brought me back to Godzilla 98 where it's like we don't know what he looks like yet.
Remember and there everybody with a concept art or fan art, we kept thinking, is this the Godzilla design? Is this the Godzilla design?
Remember that crazy like feathered one? That was like
I remember the feathered one. Yeah. Do you remember they were
pushing that hard?
Do you remember when they gave out T-shirts with a Godzilla design with like smooth skin?
That Godzilla kind of looked like, I actually looked at him a little bit. That one actually kind of does look like the one we got, sort of.
Yeah.
Very
just
stylized.
just the skin texture is different.
Because I noticed his dorsal plates are a little the same. He's just kind of like more cartoony.
Yeah, and it's like they gave T-shirts away. I remember when the Comic-Con trailer came out, and we were all scrounging through the internet to find leaked video copies of the Comic-Con trailer.
I wish I still found it, because I remember seeing I remember I had a video somewhere, but again, this is after like looking for like, I'm not even kidding you, 2+ hours, and I found on a Spanish like website like the San Diego Comic-Con trailer theater reaction.
Yeah,
it was I cried watching, just because hearing people again, this is when it was still new, so hearing fans react live to it was the teaser of the airport scene.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, when that was teased. Yeah,
so like it was when they did that small screening of just the airport scene. Like again, that's footage that's like literally lost to time. Or or again the mysterious, still yet unseen or confirmed Alcatraz scene.
Or I remember.
I don't know if that's real.
I remember the people even described the Muto in the airport scene looking different than in the final movie, because it
looked like more like a weird like kind of like spiky mantis. Yeah,
because like they hadn't finalized the design yet.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a shame that's again. I think I brought it up in our physical media video, where it's like, where are these lost scenes? Like it's a giant Blu-ray, like tons of space, no special features. What gives?
Yeah. By the way, Brayton also wanted to chime in, saying one of the things that makes the earliest SOS days so nostalgic is all your guys' excitement and wild speculation pre-2014. At one point, you guys were certain that Toho would do its own cut of 2014.
That was Bill.
and everyone was like,
with his cockamamie ideas.
And everyone was like, "Oh man, where's Frankie G? Why is he not in this podcast yet?"
And then you were looking at your Spidey suit and said, "Next time, baby."
Next time. I was looking at my Godzilla collection. I was like, next time.
then,
Someday I'll converse with these dorks.
And then
I'm too busy getting some fucking. Never mind. I was talking to girls. That's what I was doing.
Ew. Were you some sort of loser who has a life and shit?
No. Where I am.
Brain also said, remember Talagon? I think Talagon was like the fan name for the the caterpillar monster.
I remember hearing what is it?
Vishnu?
Vishnu. I've never heard Talagon. I remember hearing Vishnu.
There was a bunch of bullshit stories of its origins that Bryan Cranston was the one that gave it the name Talagon or Vishnu.
Yeah.
I thought like the story I heard was just because he references it in the Oppenheimer quote.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's where people got the Vishnu thing from.
No, technically he referenced Kali, doesn't he?
No, well, he said like the Hindu scriptures, and it's like what was it?
No, but I'm pretty sure that's Kali that says that.
Okay. It's just been so long, and I just remember Vishnu was the word that was spreading around the fandom back in the day.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Let's see, let's see. Gojisaurus S452 brought up how Star Wars Rogue One with shots only for the trailer that were cut and never intended for the movie.
Yeah. Well, these were different. These were like screened like exclusive things, but it's one of those things where it's like at least show us, goddammit.
Yeah. Also. Thank you, King Little Caesar, for joining us. What did you miss? Everything. You missed everything. We were talking a lot about we talked about the -0 trailer. We speculated what the movie's going to be about, and now we're talking about old Godzilla teaser material and what it was like back in the day.
Actually, I'm pretty sure if you pull up like some Google images of like Godzilla 2012, we can see like fan made images.
Yeah.
Of like what he could have looked like. What was that one thing I remember seeing? It was like some artist who might have been working on the film or was going to had those real strange looking Godzilla designs and Kaiju designs.
Oh, you're talking about Larry Quatch. Okay, yeah. Larry had worked. So the story is Larry, who is an artist, an amazingly talented artist. He did the cover art for my first Draco Azul prose book. Draco Azul Full Metal Chronicles. He back in the day, I think he had an internship working on concept art for a company that would later go on to work on Godzilla 2014's concept art. So people looked at his concept art and thought that because he was working with the company that worked on the movie, they thought that it was official artwork. And I believe, I could be wrong about this, and Larry, if you're out there, I'm very sorry for the potential misinformation. I believe he mentioned that they were given like concepts for like vague concepts and ideas for a Godzilla story where Godzilla was fighting like insectoid monsters. So he came up with with concept art on what his Godzilla would have been like, what the monsters would have been like. Yeah. And these were based on very, very, very early ideas.
Just search Godzilla 2012 on Google Images.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Godzilla. Just because like it's a shame because I wish there was like a way we can do a Wayback Machine to Google in 2012 to like search Godzilla.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's now just official artwork on there.
Right.
Well, it's like or like the photoshopped image of Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah that somehow King Ghidorah actually ended up looking like, which was I always thought was crazy.
Right. Let's see here. But again, big shout out to Larry. I know he's currently working as what was it? He works as a designer at Universal Studios Japan. So major props to him, and I wish him all the best with all of his future endeavors.
Love you, baby.
Let's see, really great guy. I always enjoyed meeting him at G Fest back when he used to be part of the Artist Alley.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Share screen. Yeah, somebody collected some images right here. Do you remember seeing this right here?
I don't remember seeing that. The one I remember is Feathered Godzilla.
Let's see here. This was designed for 2010. The vaguely insectoid monster. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. I think there were two monsters. One was like a ground monster that later got the name the Rock Muto, and then there was like a flying monster. Yeah, I think this might have been Hawk Muto and Rock Muto. Let's see. There's the last one right there.
Yeah. And also the Godzilla's maquette that they put out that I actually still like the design of.
Let's see.
I remember.
I think about it often. I really dug it.
Let's see. Godzilla 2012. God. It's funny how like you look back at like Godzilla you look up Godzilla 2012 and you see like the same floating images nowadays. But because the internet is so different from what it is now compared to what it was back then, you look up Godzilla 2012 and you're just inundated with all these images that weren't there originally.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of them are just official images now.
Yeah, it's just official images that have buried the more like speculative ones.
Yeah, like I'm trying to find the speculative one of Godzilla fighting King. Oh, I actually just found it. Never mind. I'm gonna send it
on the thing.
Oh, did you send? Did you present?
They actually made an article about it.
Oh, someone. About that thing.
I remember that this image came out around the time that May 6, 2010, right there on the article. Around the same time that Clash of the Titans came out in theaters, and I wanted so badly.
Yeah, I remember seeing that like really skinny. Yeah, I remember seeing that skinny-necked Godzilla.
Yes, I remember this one. I'm going to share it on screen.
I wanted Godzilla to look like this so badly. It looks like how you expect an American Godzilla to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if you search.
Yeah, I remember this one.
I'm trying to think if I might have send it to you on chat, but this like Photoshop concept art of Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah, where again somehow they actually predicted what King Ghidorah's look would be like in the film.
Yeah. Do you remember? Okay. Do you ultimately?
Find that weird feathered Godzilla.
I'm trying to find that one, but first, do you remember this one, which ultimately did become the basis for?
God, I love him so. I love that one so much.
His head is actually the correct size here.
Enhance. Can you zoom in?
It's an early prototype of what the final Godzilla.
I remember there's I think in the same gallery there's also a bust of his head and he's got a way gnarlier face.
I remember that one. Yeah.
But yeah, like I like his dorsal plates in this one because again, some of them have little curves and like they look a little different from each other.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I like the dorsal array. Like obviously they definitely should have been bigger.
Honestly, this makes me feel like we were detectives back then, trying to scrounge the internet for any and all information.
Because again, there are a few different angles of that concept statue.
Yeah, Godzilla 2012. Let's see.
Like Comic-Con, look for like Comic-Con display or something like that.
Oh no, I found it. I found the one with the weird feathers. I found it. I'm gonna share it here. Get ready for a trip through time. Let's see.
I remember which one you were talking about.
Is this the one you guys remember?
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
I remember everyone on Facebook. And like this is when David started the.
I think there's also another one where it looks like he's shooting an eye laser.
Oh, I don't. Oh wait, I think maybe I might remember that one. Yeah.
But then again, it might be like their version of like Space Godzilla from whatever. But it looks like Godzilla. It's like that from this style.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Yeah.
And see. Oh, okay. I found the original Comic-Con design that they ended up selling on shirts, which still is wild to me that they ended up doing that for a design that wasn't even final yet.
I think it's cute.
Let's see. Oh. Let's see. That it? Nope.
Because I remember in the image that I'm thinking of, David, you probably remember too. He's like standing next to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
You see this one right here.
He looks more like Space Godzilla, but oh man,
yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
That was our first official look.
He's a cutie. Look at him. Zoom in on that.
Okay. Let's see.
Enhance
that image.
But like I said, like, he still looks like looks like a stylized version of what we got.
Yeah, he just happens to have very smooth skin
and ears.
Yeah, that's true. But he looks like, I think that I remember seeing this and it was like
he's got bumps and textures to his skin.
Yeah, but I just remember like I had a sigh of relief where it's like, oh, at least he looks like Godzilla this time. That was my first thought seeing this. But yeah. So yeah, after that, yeah, you mentioned Shin Godzilla, and ultimately Godzilla 2014 came and went, and it was like nothing like what we were hyping it up to be. Like we were expecting it to honestly be what ironically -1 turned out to be, just a modern day remake of Godzilla 54.
Again, Gareth Edward lied to our fucking face. Was taking Godzilla back to his roots. I'm like, no, you're not. You're a liar.
It felt a lot more like a 70s Godzilla movie where here's like Gigan and Megalon.
If that's what he meant, then he was right.
Yeah. And here's Godzilla who has fuck all to do with what's going on with the villains, but he kills the bad guys and then leaves.
His darker roots, and no, he didn't.
Nah. Let's see. Brayton chimed in saying, the piece of lost media from around that time that I'm interested in is the Comic-Con teaser that teased Mothra, Ghidorah, and Rodan for Godzilla 2 when Gareth was still on board. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That never got leaked.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm most fond of all the pre-AI fan-made official trailers for the film that were across YouTube at the time, cutting together footage from Clash of the Titans 2012, etc.
Oh my god, that's so specific.
Yes. Let's see. I remember the great feet outrage with these designs too when it was finally unveiled. Oh yeah,
the Godzilla feet gate.
Because like I remember like David, this is when I was in the SOS podcast. You and I, we leaned hard into the feet gag, but we did it as a gag. We weren't serious about it. We were like what was it, like 0 out of 10 would not bang. These are the worst feet in the world.
I remember Adam changed the group photo to elephant feet.
The thing is, again, I never had a problem, and I was like, people are yuck. Same when they were calling him fat. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And meanwhile, we would all just troll everyone by just typing feet. Dan Schneider is the scariest of giant monster with feet outrage.
Whoa, that's going too far.
So yeah, 20. So Shin Godzilla was also interesting because it was the first Godzilla movie. The Japanese Godzilla movie in 12 years at that point.
Yeah, that one I feel like we got, like, I feel like that's when the internet started shifting, where that one, like, we got everything pretty quickly.
Yeah, I want to say that's where even our boy D-Man like got his start covering the news. Like what we did for 2014, D-Man did for Shin Godzilla.
And also because they it wasn't fully concurrent with the release in America. So like I saw spoilers for the whole movie like months and months and months before it came out.
I don't know where this comes from, but I hope it came from SOS, King Little Caesar.
Start making me aroused. That sounds like something Dylan would have said.
Yes, I would think so. But yeah, with Shin Godzilla, I remember that like there was a lot of speculation on the meaning of the name, which ultimately doesn't have any meaning.
Why he looked the way he did.
We were all expecting that he was like a burn victim when turns out he wasn't.
I remember a theory I had. I think we actually, may have talked about this. My early tail theory.
Early tail theory.
Oh yeah, well because again I noticed his tail was like all shredded near the end.
Yeah.
I had a theory that because again this is before we knew that he was gonna have other forms.
It
would have been a thing where like he was like buried deep in the ocean or something like that, and like they were like doing underground mining and hit his tail first, so they fucked it up and he woke up.
Oh yeah. Like
something would happen where like it was not even like a plot point, but like something hit his tail and he's like, "What the hell?" and just woke up.
Right. Let's see. I remember, what was it that August Ragone was the one who spilled the news, or was the first major voice to say, "Hey, this is going to be a Godzilla with multiple forms," and that was like a revelation. Wait, Godzilla transforms in this movie?
I knew about it because I have an ear to the ground to the toy community, so I knew about the toys coming out beforehand.
That's right. Yeah, the toys also gave away to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was initially labeled as Godzilla Form A and then Godzilla Form B.
Yeah, and funny enough, that was a similar thing that happened with -1s, with the Odo Island version and the final form. Let's see. But yeah, like we didn't have to wait that long for Shin Godzilla because it was only 2 years after 2014. And by then I had started living in Japan, so I got to see it before most Americans. And I remember when I saw the movie in theaters, I was like, oh, this is going to be a divisive one for sure.
Yeah, and then cut to well, we don't need to go in about Skull Island because that was just a good movie, but we can go in about the end credit scene that made everyone go fucking crazy.
Yes, well,
like
who was the artist? Like
I went like the theater I was in when the end credits thing, because like even like I swear to God, it was only like 4 or 5 people still left in the theater because like everyone else had left, but like the ones there, we literally, like, you could have sworn there was like a full house because we went Def Jam when that shit happened.
Yeah,
because no one was in the theater. We like were like running through the aisles like freaking out. So like, that was pretty magical.
I remember there was like particular fan art of like Mothra, Rodan, and Ghidorah made by a particular artist, and this artwork kept getting shared around, probably by the SOS as well, up until we finally got the actual official designs for all the rest of the monsters from King of the Monsters.
Is it the one where they're super long looking?
I want to say so. It's hard to tell.
So I remember seeing one where like Mothra's wings were like way bigger.
Yes, very much bigger. Yeah.
And Rodan had like a skeleton-looking face.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Like his face kind of looked like a pterodactyl skull, and he just had like a million teeth.
Yes, and it's like
and Ghidorah pretty much looked almost unchanged. He just looked more like a sea dragon than anything else.
Yeah, I want to know who that artist was, because it's like that artwork was shared everywhere for the time. For all we knew, that's the closest any artist at the time had gotten to doing a realistic depiction of those characters. I could be wrong, but they were the most widespread, where people were like, "Yeah, I can imagine that."
And there's a handful of because he did one of that Rodan flying as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you can find it.
What was it? Yeah.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't.
I just searched Rodan fan art. I found it.
Oh, okay.
From 2014.
Okay, I found the Rodan one. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, he had like a scary fucking like skeleton face.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one where it's like all of them together.
I don't.
Ooh, found it. No, that's not it.
No.
I just shared something on Pinterest. Frank, was this the one where you said that they were spot on Ghidorah?
Let's see. No, I will send it to you because I don't have it pulled up. I
remember. This one was like a straight up like homage to the.
I'm putting it in our main Caballeros chat, not this. Okay. One. So if you want to check that out, David and Andres.
Sure. Let's see.
It's on our.
Okay, Sean, you shared an image, and Frank, you also shared an image. Yes, both of them are definitely what I remembered. Let's see.
The one that Frank shared, he looks more like a Kaiser Ghidorah.
But you see what I mean? Like again, like he still had like the curved horns on the head. Because again, the legendary Ghidorah doesn't have the little crown in the middle.
Yeah, I'm sharing this one right here of Rodan flying.
Yeah, that's one. That's the one that's cool. I remember there was like a weirdo like Mothra one too, of like Mothra larva.
Yes, I have. Sean shared it with me. I'm sharing it right now as we speak. Let's see. This is Rodan.
But again, this is the stuff. Like, again, even though what's fucked up in my brain is to think that like this still. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, I remember that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
There it is.
Because that shot of Godzilla, that's just him reacting to the Mutos attacking him. Mm-hmm. The other two pieces are original.
And then this one of King Ghidorah, I remember this one was used in so many fucking thumbnails.
Yeah. Yeah, someone I was referring to. Yeah. Like I said, that looked a lot like Legendary Ghidorah that we got.
Yeah. It ended up being very spot on, like you said. And let's see here. Let's see. Brayden brought up saying Shin Godzilla was the beginning of
or that one where Godzilla, like a bunch of Godzillas are fighting an army of King Ghidorahs and Godzilla's getting his head ripped off.
You cut off there, Frank. Can you repeat what you said?
The one where Godzilla's fighting an army, like an army of Godzillas fighting an army of Ghidorahs in China.
I don't remember that one.
Look up Godzilla 2012 fan art. It's like one of the first images. It's like Godzilla's literally getting his head torn off by a Ghidorah.
Oh, let's see. Godzilla 2012.
It's the same artist who did. Yeah, it's the same artist who did Godzilla.
Ew! I remember this one. Oh,
it's the same guy who did the Godzilla like exploding and like melting.
Yeah. Which, by the way, it just in the search results, I just remembered this one not concept art, but like fake concept art that was shared around for a while. Remember this one?
Yes.
We just looked at that one.
Oh no! It was like a side view of this design.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I wish that again. There has to be that other one that me and David are talking about. The one where it's that same Godzilla design, but he's standing in front of oddly enough, the Statue of Liberty, and it looks like he has like a glowing eyeball.
Mm.
Do you know the name of that artist that did that one? Or has that been like lost to time?
You have to show me that one.
It's by whoever drew that. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. So this is from the anime trilogy. Remember when this was shared around?
Oh, it's the one with guys with gigantic dorsal plates. He's blue.
This one.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I was excited for that look.
Me too. I honestly like this way more than what we actually got with the metal tree Godzilla.
With fat sumo grandpa.
Yeah. Let's see here. Gojisaurus S452 says the feet thing is the least weird stuff you guys did for SOS. No, really? Sorry for Brayton. Really? I still remember JJ, Lucky the Horse, and the special Godzilla fan art you guys got.
Also, some of the concept art for 2014 are also kind of wild.
Yeah.
I forgot how stupid he almost looked.
That's right. Yeah, I remember the fish one.
Some of them just like I was like we would have not had a Legendary Godzilla series if that was the design.
Yeah. God, it's so great going back and looking at all these.
I told you, aren't you glad I suggested this topic?
Yeah. Because it's like it's so different from what we
we're
have
also
now.
in the same. We're all in the right age range. We're like, this was our foray as individuals discovering like the world of Godzilla and like the internet.
Yeah, but like a weird thing nowadays is that like back then we would mistake these statues and maquettes and fan art as like actual things because we appreciated the artistry that was
the speculative artistry of like what could be.
But not just
nowadays again, it's everything's confirmed. It's like, oh, that's not in the film. Like confirmed. Right. It's like, oh man.
But it goes to show just how professional this artwork looked for us to think that it was real. Whereas nowadays,
because we had no reference point for like whether or not it was true or not.
Yeah, but like nowadays, it's all AI generative like nonsense where it's like
because that image of Rodan and shit like that was on official sites.
Yeah, that was on official sites because that was made by a person.
If someone just said like, oh, I think Rodan might be in it, that image just circulated around the internet of like what Rodan. We thought Rodan could have been like.
Right, we all shared the same pictures of Rodan back then, whereas nowadays it's like anyone with an AI model can like generate 6,000 Rodan images. And so it wouldn't be as special because it would just be one image in a sea of thousands of quote unquote professional looking fake concept arts. Even like the trailers, like back then you had to work to make your trailer look believable, whereas nowadays you just put together and again have an AI model say make something where Godzilla looks badass fighting King Kong and Space Godzilla and so and so and so and so and so and so.
Yeah, I had to work on my fake trailers.
I don't actually, yeah, and I've been making those funny, really cringy Evangelion videos lately,
which are still awesome.
They're not cringy; they're hilarious and dark.
Yeah. Let's see here. Braden said, still waiting for someone to make a certain modification of a certain Godzilla atomic breath toy. That someone will have to be me for SOS.
The flashlight.
The Godzilla, yes. The Godzilla head exploding atomic breath.
Yes, always.
The toy line for 2014 was very interesting.
Yeah, it really was a truly different time, a different environment, a different place back then.
And again, the weirdest thing for me still is that, again, no Muto toys except for in the small sets.
I want to say the Mutos did come with some of the building sets.
That's what I said, the small sets. It didn't come as a standard. There was no other Muto toy.
Right. We just got the one Bandai figure of the male Muto, and it wouldn't be until like 16 years later.
Yeah, when I saw that and on site just bought it. I didn't give a shit. I was like, I need this now. I've been waiting since that movie came out.
We never got an articulated Muto until nearly 2 decades later.
Because I had the flying Muto Bandai for a hot minute. And it was shitty.
Yeah. Yes. It's, Sean, I remember first meeting you in person at watching Biollante at the event in Tokyo, or in Little Tokyo in LA. Let's see. Brain said you used to have to put work in to con people. What a proper society we used to be.
But yeah, but that kind of concludes more or less our look back, because now we're where we are now. And like I said, because at this point again, like we knew everything the moment it came out. So like
right nowadays, yeah, we
like when New Empire came out, like I basically knew the whole plot. You know what I'm saying? Like
right, you know that
there's no goddamn
evil
mystery.
Monkey. Yeah, big evil monkey. He's gonna fight both of them. Both of them gonna have to fight the big evil monkey. End of discussion.
Like they were like I said, there's just not an air of mystery left, because like again, we didn't know what the Mutos looked like until we saw the movie. Right. They never like really advertised the Muto. All you kind of saw was like the fist of the female, and then most of the shots were just of the flying one.
Wait, do you remember the chibi toys? The random 2-pack
toys? I could not find those for the life of me.
I have those. I got those
of the 2014 ones.
Yeah. Godzilla, and I think they were the first time we got our full look at the Mutos was through those chibi designs.
Oh, I remember that. I just shared something. Andres, do you remember these?
I'm loading it up right now. Let's see.
I remember this.
Are you sharing it on StreamYard or?
Yeah, the StreamYard.
Yes. Oh, I remember these. Let's see. Sorry for a little bit more of a trip through memory lane, folks. Let's see here. Present, share screen. God, this is.
We all thought these were legitimate.
Yeah.
Well, what's so funny that I for some reason in my head I felt like I was like, no, that looks like a one of the Toho concept art for Godzilla Jr.
Yeah.
Or like a throwback to the '94 Godzilla design.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that I didn't find out about until like later in my adult life. Is the whole Godzilla '94 shit, because like that was so under wraps. So, like you literally had to be like a who's who didn't even know that was happening.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Trying to look for like a nice photo with all 4 of them together. Oh, here we go. Bandai Creations apparently were behind this one.
Yeah, RP Bandai Creations. Like they
remember these things?
Again, I never was able to find those guys.
Oh, I remember these. Yeah.
I remember them. I just never was able to own them. I couldn't find them.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. And Sean had left some more comments here. Something I will say is, despite there being some duds, Anime Trilogy, current MonsterVerse, I've been really enjoying the Reiwa era. remember for a time when Zazubar, that's Bill, Godzilla reviews were like the only detailed reviews of every Godzilla movie up to that point. I remember that. Funny thing is, I tried listening back to Bill's old Godzilla Palooza reviews. I forgot how, let's say, and to put it in the most polite terms possible, I forgot how old his old microphone used to be. So like it was honestly really hard listening to those videos and understanding what he was saying back then. But I remember this was prior to when I became friends with you guys, where I was a longtime follower of Bill's videos and David's, and I remember like religiously following every day of Godzilla Palooza.
Really?
Oh, and yeah, I was fans of you guys before I became friends with you. That's how I ended up reaching out to you, because I was a fan of you, David. Let's see. Necozilla says, I remember when people would started the Rodan confirmed back in the day when 2014 was coming out. I remember that. I remember when people were saying like, no, that's not Rodan. It's a giant condor. Condor confirmed, guys.
Actually, speaking of the less speculative thing, I want to tack on just to bring us all the way back to -1. Do you guys remember when a group of dummies for a week, I feel like everyone was convinced, except for fucking me, because I have a brain, that Godzilla was going to have a tail weapon?
I remember that. Yes.
The stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I remember that, because it showed like
because again, all you had to do was watch the rest of the trailer, and you see he was doing it later on as well.
Yeah,
it was not hard to figure out that that was not a tail weapon. God, like because here's the thing: it's one thing people were like, kind of like, oh, could be. No, people were like militant about like, no, this is happening.
Yes, I remember that.
Like I remember like some YouTubers I followed and shit were like, Godzilla might have a tail. I'm like, you're crazy. You're absolutely bonkers.
Whatever gets you views, man. That's the world we live in.
And literally, but I remember you and me had a discussion where we thought there might be 2 Godzillas. Technically, we were incorrect.
That's true. In fact, I remember D-Man had a video about the 2 Godzillas theory for 2014. And then the anime trilogy came out where there were 2 Godzillas. And I remember laughing to myself thinking, oh my God, D-Man was right about the wrong fucking movie.
Wait, Sean, define who in the room are you referring to?
I'm pretty sure he was talking about like us from the SOS days.
Get him out of here.
Look, I'm sorry we don't have a time machine so we can just retroactively add retcon you as if you were always in the SOS.
Give me an hour or 2, I can make that happen.
I just shared something on StreamYard. Do you guys remember before there was ever a trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong? This was the same artwork they would post.
Yes. Oh yes. God.
I remember that one.
Like, here's a new look at Godzilla vs. Kong. It's the same artwork, but different colors.
Yes.
Oddly enough, Godzilla's torso fins look really cool in this.
True.
They made him like all sharp.
They gave him like 2000s era frosted tips.
And also, King Kong looks like a demon.
Yeah.
Like, that's not his face. Like, he doesn't have a nose anymore. Like, again, the longer you look at it, you realize, like, what is that monstrosity that's in front of us? That's like that's like a monster face.
Godzilla X Kong probably had the shittiest, laziest posters.
Well, all the posters.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Godzilla and Kong also bad poster.
Yeah. I really love the
also, you know what else? Because the color palette was not great. It was red and greenish.
Yes, yeah, and whereas this one was like blue, pink and purple, or blue and.
Which also was weird because again, like, whose color is supposed to be whose? Because Godzilla's color was never green; it was red when he started, then blue, and then I don't know.
Yeah, they really wanted to go for a neon color, and I'm wondering if that was just inspired by like Hong Kong,
maybe
like just the setting. Let's see here. Necozilla said, if you think about it, in the first movie of the anime trilogy, Godzilla technically has the lowest amount of screen time in the entire Godzilla franchise, if you include Godzilla Philly as a clone. I mean, that's true. Yeah. I chalk it up to it being like a saving like low animation budget and saving costs and such. But that was another thing. I remember when 2014 came out, everyone was talking about screen time, and everyone was doing like mathematical formulas, being like Godzilla 2014, Godzilla was in this movie. Like, people were arguing there's not enough Godzilla in this movie. Well, actually, Godzilla is in it for about like 15% of the movie, whereas in other movies he was only in for like 10%, 5 to 10%. So technically speaking, you're getting more Godzilla.
Yeah, no, people are. And again, they were just grasping at straws to hate on the movie.
I mean, honestly, my biggest complaint of 2014 will always be that the movie isn't. It's not that it doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough Godzilla. It's just that it needed to be about Godzilla.
And it needed to be about Godzilla, and also the missed opportunity with Bryan Cranston's character.
Yes. Oh yeah, and especially when
he even said it in the commentary. It's like, yeah, they should not have killed me off early.
And the original intention was that his son was to have like more of a PTSD from his childhood and him learning to overcome that. But they didn't want that because apparently for the American military's involvement, he had to have like basically no faults whatsoever, no flaws whatsoever.
That was the first mistake, is actually using the U.S. military.
Yeah, they want to have a positive depiction of a family man soldier, and therefore they got rid of the thing that made him interesting as a character. So
there's nothing going on there.
Yeah, so when there's nothing going on with the son and nothing going on with the father because he's dead, then you've got nothing going on with your human story.
And same with Sarah Zhao's character and the scientist woman. Again, they got fucking what do you want to call it? Finn or whatever from Star Wars. They like seem so important, and they're not really characters.
Right. And like here, like Necozilla is talking about how Godzilla has 4 or 5 minutes of screen time in Astro Monster. No one complains about his screen time. Yeah, because the story and characters were engaging.
Because that movie stinks, sorry.
The movie is about Godzilla and Ghidorah and all that stuff. So they have a proper role in the story. Whereas 2014, yeah, he has more screen time technically, but it doesn't matter because the movie's not even about him. It's about the Mutos. And as far as I'm concerned, like, not many people cared about the Mutos back then. So, like, yeah, 2014, I'm not trying to play revisionist history here. I'm just saying I'm just stating my own feelings about the movie all these years later. But I will say that when the movie came out, it was successful enough that because people were interested in checking out this new Godzilla movie, but afterwards, it didn't really leave a lasting impression on mainstream audiences.
Well, so yeah, it really, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I kind of bummed me out, because like when it was over, it was fucking over.
yeah. Nobody was like, it wasn't a movie that people were talking about for like years on end.
I think again, I lucked out because it didn't completely suck.
Right. It was good enough.
It was like, because for me, my takeaway when I was done with it, I did see it 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it like 4 or 5 times, so I'm with you there.
But the fact of the matter is, again, for me, my whole thing was like, this literally could be the only time in my lifetime ever again,
right?
I will ever see. Obviously, like, history has proved itself differently, but like, yeah. But again, at the time, literally, because again, Toho, like, I knew Toho may have had like something in the chamber, but like, again, it was pretty much done. Over like new films. Right. And again, with 2014, and again, this is before the sequel, like making sequels to fucking everything became like the norm.
You're right.
Whether a movie did well or not. Like, oh yeah. Absolutely. And also, because again, a lot of movies before they're even done have a sequel announced.
Oh, for sure. I remember they were announcing Godzilla was going to be a trilogy instead of a cinematic universe, because that's what people were doing back in the day.
So that's what I'm saying. So when after the movie came out, I was like, well, if this is all I got, that's all we get. And I'm happy I was able to see, my friend Godzilla back on the big screen one last time. I'm glad I was proven wrong, but that's the finality of that really felt that way. Not that I'm disappointed that we have, more Godzilla now, because that's great. But like, I think there was trying to think, it was what's the word I want to use here? It was almost like a melancholy, like almost reverence for just the idea of this could be it.
Oh no, yeah, and like
there's something almost poetic and romantic about it, where it's just like, wow, like it's also because again, I was around when Godzilla ended the first 2 times.
Yeah,
but like I was like, again, I was a kid, so like what did I know? But now in the modern era, when things really are like back then, when things got canceled, they were gone forever. Because with Toho's Godzilla, they said like he's taking retirement. They never said gone for good. So in the back of my mind, I was like, it might happen someday.
No one's ever really gone.
But with 2014, again, at the time, it really was like, well, thanks for watching the movie. So long. Because again, Legendary was doing a bunch of their movies,
Yeah.
Other, what is it? Not Bat. Was that Batman? No. What other movies did that?
No. This was Legendary Well, they had just finished the Dark Knight trilogy by 2012.
That's what I'm saying. But like that's what the stuff that they like said they might go back to that or do something else.
Remember Pacific Rim? Legendary did that as well.
Saying,
Clash of the Titans was also Legendary, I want to say.
Yeah. So I thought it really felt like from them it just felt like well, we did our Godzilla movie. It did all right. We're gonna do something different now. And I was like, okay, if that's all I got, I'm glad I was a part of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And honestly, like, despite my issues with 2014 and the MonsterVerse,
because again, I followed it, from 2012 into this, so that's what it was. It was the journey to get there.
Yeah,
that made it felt so special. Because with Final Wars, again, I was a child, so like, I was just made aware. I was like, oh shit, this is the last Godzilla movie. Fuck, I gotta somehow see it. Yeah. So like, there was it still was important, but again, it was like. I didn't like have build up to it because it just was announced. It came out. That's it. This one was like talked about for years and then happened.
Right. And like, and it's because like we have such like nostalgic memories of that time. It's like I'm always going to associate the MonsterVerse and Shin Godzilla and the anime trilogy with those years of speculation and
like going on forums and talking to my friend about it in the car.
Yeah. It literally is it's about the friends we made along the fucking way.
It really was. And like again, when I had my YouTube channel, I remember having discussions with people on my YouTube channel about it.
And look, we've come full circle by talking about the next Godzilla movie on our YouTube channel.
Here we go. Well, that's been our show. Andres, you're fired.
Yes. Hey, I started this show, technically. This is my channel.
You know how much you sacrificed?
Hey man, I patented the name.
I mean, you being
David does our thumbnail. So
our mascot. He's our mascot.
Like I said, you can say all you want. You're Getter Dragoon, but you will be nothing without Jaguar and Bear. Yes, sack of shit.
This is true. You do raise a good point. Well, I think it's time to.
Is it bear or is it lion? What is Getter 3?
I believe it's a bear.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I do believe it is time to wrap things up. It's going to be really funny for people to see a video that says Godzilla -1 trailer reaction, and they're wondering why is it 2 hours long. But you know what?
Well, again, it's just shooting the shit and hanging out. If you guys like this, please comment or leave comments on the post stream.
Yeah, post stream. Let it leave the comments behind. Please check out the other episodes of the Kaiju Caballeros where we just talk a lot about tokusatsu projects. Just 3 guys just shooting the shit, much like what you've seen for the last 2 hours. Our most recent episode, we gave our first thoughts on Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity, which is the new show that's replacing Super Sentai, and we have a lot to say about it. We also talk about Kamen Rider, Ultraman, more kaiju stuff. Pretty much like anything, we run the gamut on Japanese pop culture media. If you like this live stream, please check out our podcast. We're already 4 episodes in, or 3. Yeah, 4 episodes in. And we certainly have much more waiting for you. If you enjoy these live sessions, let us know in the comments.
Let me give them the teaser. Our next episode will be, because we always rotate of whose episode it's going to be, will be my episode, and mine, I think I might stick with it. It's going to be parody in tokusatsu. And the various homages, parodies, and things like that in tokusatsu that I find fun or that I think you should know about. Because there's a lot that I introduced Andres to last year, within the last couple of years, that he had no idea about.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun just like talking about and recommending kaiju/tokusatsu parodies. So yes, and just for one last shill session, I have an ongoing comic book series, Primal Warrior Draco Azul. If you enjoy stuff like Power Rangers, Gundam, Voltron,
and
Transformers,
you know where to go.
Yes. This is my love letter to Giant Monster and Giant Robot Media. You can find the first 3 issues on Amazon. And I do have a side story called Draco Azul Gaiden, which you can find on Webtoons as we speak.
Some people say Ninja Gaiden.
You can find, it's the very first link down below in the video's description to check out my webcomic. Leave a comment. Let us know, if you like it. Please share it with your friends who enjoyed classic super robot, giant robot versus kaiju action.
And if you don't like it, send it to somebody who would.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. What was it? What was it? The old phrase from Power Rangers: "Take it home in boxes, take it home in cases. If your parents try to stop you, just throw it in their faces."
Tax evasion. It's fun.
So, let's see. Anything you guys like to shill?
I think for me, like, again, I've started doing creative things again on my Instagram. I've made a few series of Evangelion shorts where I've been redubbing them with different audio, and I think it's been very funny. Mostly for me, but if you like it, that's on you. But I've been doing that. I'm slowly creeping back into cosplay. I don't have any new projects because the podcast I do work on outside this one, the Hollow Rewind podcast, we're right now gearing up for our new season, but that hasn't started yet, so more on that later. But that's pretty much what I got going on. But you can find me over at my Instagram page, which is 8-Armed Spidey, the number 8, ARMED, or ARMED, So that's me and my bullshit. David.
And me?
Time's up!
Yes!
Well, I just recently finished a 4K remaster reconstruction of the US version of King Kong versus Godzilla.
Look at this boy.
And I don't know if you can share this, Andres.
What can I share?
I'm trying to send it through the StreamYard, but it won't fucking go.
It's probably too big, right? The file size is too big? Or is it like a hyperlink or something?
It might be. I don't know.
That's what she said.
This on my computer, Andres. Oh, well, people have seen it. I made a custom poster for my reconstruction of Kong versus Godzilla. So if anybody wants that, it's on Internet Archive, or I could just send you the link.
Yeah, he'll give you the hookup, baby. Don't you worry.
For free.
You know where to find him.
He's doing the Lord's work. As much should we give the boy, he's doing insanely good work that is insanely impressive. Because again, I talked big game about you at my local comic book shop, like explaining what the episode was about, and like it blew the guy's mind. Like this shit, like when I showed him, I think it was the lumen scale or whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
Like I never even knew that was a thing until you brought it to, and now I cannot unsee it. It's insane.
I didn't know it was a thing until I bought my Panasonic.
Exactly. No, I look, but again, but like it's something I can't explain, but like it touches a part of my brain where I'm like, yes, someone's talking about that thing that I can't put to words. That bugs me when I watch certain things. So no, you very much again, double entendre aside, you really much scratched the itch that I didn't know I need scratching.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that in all sincerity, like genuinely, I was like, this is exactly the stuff I want to know about, but I cannot articulate what I'm trying to convey or what I'm looking to see.
Yep. He started out as a pirate, but now he is the master archivist. So much
He
so that
he is the One Piece.
Yes. So much so that our boy here got credited for his archival work in Ed Godchevsky and Steve Rifle's Godzilla, the First 70 Years. The new definitive book on Godzilla. Our boy David here is credited for his work in preserving a lot of their prior past research.
I'm pretty sure as of now, all three of us, I want to say, have a hat trick of all three tokusatsu genres as credits that we've been a part of.
That's right, because we've also have worked on the official Blu-ray release of Kamen Rider: The First and the Next.
And I've worked on that, and then I'm featured on the official Super Live page from when I was at the Ultraman Live event.
That's very cool.
And a photo I submitted to Haruo Nakajima's memorial made it into his memorial service.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty cool.
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
What have you done? No, kidding. You guys have done so much more than I've done. I've just been in the right place at the right time.
I think that's the case with all of us. We've all been lucky enough to have gotten the chance to be a part of some pretty incredible things in the past, and we are certainly hopeful.
I was there when you were born, and I'll be there when you die.
We are certainly not stopping anytime soon. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much.
Thank you for all joining us. This is fun. I hope you guys didn't find me too annoying live. Like I said, full disclosure, I am a little bit concussed with the spice, but I think I handled myself better than David did. So put that on record.
You know what they say: he who controls the spice controls the future. The universe, yes. All right, guys. Thank you very much again for all of your support. Hope to see you all next time. Take care. I have been Andres Perez, aka Kaiju Noir.
I am Gorizard, and I speak for the trees.
I'm 8-Armed Spidey, and get the hell off my property.
Until next time, everyone. Take
Bye.
care.